Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock-Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Jaguars will boot it away to start the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tar Heels offense takes the field. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Brown will throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Discards him with the stiff arm. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. With sure hands, it's Woodhead. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The Jaguars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
It's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Jaguars are in the hurry-up.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
He's got him this time. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The offenses run these slant routes. It's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense, and the offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the bootleg. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. On his feet at the 40. Got a lot of running room. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
From the gun, give on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Jaguars want to move quickly. They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Obliterated Baits him, still on the move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Brown will throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, UNC! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident.
All kinds of running room. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Brown wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
defensively, they knew they were going to see 4 verticals, right? They show that time and time again, and with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
Fires on the move. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Bringing it back, it's Woodhead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Jefferson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying to get to him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. This pass is caught by the back, but not in bounds, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Fast motion from the offense. Brown will throw it. Quarterback moving. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes the catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina 30, South Alabama 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective break.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Handoff to the single running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd and California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. 1st down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. A lot of urgency for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Coming after him. Skips away from pressure. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Man, I love when my quarterback uses his brain. I only need a few yards to get the 1st down. Nice job. Scrambles around, buys time, gets just enough for the 1st down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. After the run, now to throw. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are...
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. The offense starts with a short field. The give to the lone running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Brown will throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback extends the play. At the 35, he's open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, UNC! And the punishment has been extended. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss.
And it's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Brown wants to pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Snapped it in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the list. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
South Alabama, 7.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
To kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Might as well give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed it.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Let's go. He's gonna pass. Feeling some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and goes a tremendous loss.
Second down coming up.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, he's looking downfield. Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on 1st down from the 28. To the ground with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
He's right on target.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They're working that left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
North Carolina, 51. South Alabama, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, UNC.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Jennings. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Jennings. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.